Welcome everyone to my channel. I am Leanne and this is my non-spoiler reading wrap-up for June. We read a total of 6. We read a total of 6 books for June, and it's only because of Fourth Wing. Okay, we'll admit it. Okay. We will start with Magic to the Bone by Devin Monk. What made me read this book? Besides, this is June 2020. This is June 2025. Wrap up, by the way. What made me read the book? I have read it before and I wanted to reread it. So we have using magic meant it used you back. Forget the fairy tale, hocus pocus, wave a wand and blingo, sparkles and pixie dust. Crap. Magic, like booze, sex, and drugs. Gave as good as it got. Everything has a cost, and every act of magic exacts a price from its user. Maybe a 2-day migraine, or losing the memory of your first kiss, but some people want to use magic without pay, and they offload the costs onto innocence. When that happens, it falls to a hound to identify the spells casted. And Allison Beckstrom's the best there is. Daughter of a prominent Portland businessman, Allie would rather moonlight as a hound than accept the family fortune and the strings that come with it. But when she discovers a little boy dying from a magic offload that has her father's signature all over it, Allie is thrown into the high-stakes world of corporate espionage and black magic. Now Allie's out for the truth and must call upon forces that will challenge everything she knows, change her in ways she could never imagine, and make her capable of things that powerful people will do anything to control. This story is part of a series called Allie Beckstrom. The genre is considered to be paranormal fantasy. What did I think of the book? For some reason, I did not enjoy it as much as I did the first time around. I'm not sure. Maybe it's because I'm more mature of a person when I last read it. Because I read it in my 20s. So, possibility. It's a huge possibility that my 20s to my 30s, I'm just different kind of reader. Did this live up to my expectations? Sort of. I love the magic system, but the main character was hard to get behind. Should you go and read this story /series? Yes. If you are okay with the main female character being weak throughout the book and ending up powerful but not knowing how powerful at the end, go and read it because that's basically what happens here. She's just like everybody else, and then she's backlashing with magic all the time because it loves backlashing with her to where she becomes super powerful. So, yeah, there is that lovely stuff there. Yeah, that's how it is. Okay, should you go and there's that. The Shining by Stephen King. What made me read this book? It's a Stephen King novel, and I owned the book through my mother, and so I wanted to read it. Okay. Welcome to the Overlook Hotel, where evil has reserved every room and where one unsuspecting family is about to discover the true meaning of terror. One freezing winter, down and out writer. I can't read today. One freezing winter, down and out writer Jack Torrance brings his wife, Wendy, and their 5-year-old son, Danny, to an isolated hotel deep in the Colorado Rockies. It's a place to start over, to heal the past, to get back on their feet. But within its abandoned rooms, unspeakable horror waits. Young Danny knows all about it because he possesses an extraordinary power, and he has just become his family's last chance for survival. The Shining. This story is part of a series called The Shining. There are only 2 books in it. There's a duology, technically. The genre is considered to be ghost thriller. I looked it up. That's what Amazon said, so that's what we're going with. Amazon says ghost thriller. What did I think of the book? I did not like it. I couldn't get behind it. I DNF'd it. I did not read very far into it. So, I read the ending just to spoil myself, and that's about it. Did this live up to my expectations? No, it did not. It held no interest for me, and I could not get into it. I mean, like, literally, I tried. I read to, like, I don't know. I think it was chapter 10. Yeah, I read up to chapter 10. Which is only 83 pages into the book. But I tried. Okay, give me credit. I did. Okay. You should go and read the story /series. Yes, if you love Stephen King, just because I did not like it. And I do love Stephen King, especially his movies. And have seen the movie. You probably have seen Stephen King's So Shining. I haven't personally, and I have no interest in it, so that's why I don't like this. Yes, I feel like ghost mystery and thriller. You should read this. Yes. Yu Yu Hakusho Volume 2 by Yoshihiro Togashi. When we remade this book, well, I've watched the anime, I've read the first manga, and I'm going to continue reading the manga. That's what it is, okay? Okay. So, Lonesome Ghosts. A few weeks ago, Uramashi Yusuke was the toughest 8th grader in his junior high. Now he's taking the toughest test of his life. The test to see if he will come back to life or stay a wandering ghost forever. Until he passes the test, his body is in a coma and he can only come back to life one day a month. But Yusuke and his spirit guide, Botan, are in it for a lot more than they bargained for, as evil curses, bullies, and the ghost of a scary little girl all stand in the way of resurrection. And when a real-world fire threatens the life of Yusuke's friend, Keiko, Yusuke must make a brave sacrifice, or there'll be another ghost joining him in his hunting. This is the original. There's a lot of stuff that happens in this that does not happen in the anime, and that's a little sad. I should have put it in there. Would have made it better instead of changing some stuff. But there you go. This story is part of a series called Yu Yu Hakusho. The genre is considered to be shonen, manga, and fantasy. What did I think of the book? Yusuke is awesome in a weird I'm a good guy, but also a bad guy type of way. It does live up to my expectations. Yes, it did. It's like it. I loved it. Should you go and read this novel, manga, / series? Yes, if you love paranormal mystery, a punk teenager that turns out to be a good guy, you should go ahead and read it. The Door Kiss Fire by Gina Showalter. Woman read this book. It's a paranormal romance, and I read one of her books already, and I wanted to see more. So, The Door Kiss Fire, a Lords of the Underworld prequel. Rayon is a guardian of hell, more monster than man. Cadence is a goddess of oppression, more angel than woman. Together they will enter the flames to battle a dangerous horde of demon lords and discover a passion unlike any other. This story is part of a series called The Lords of the Underworld. It's a prequel. It's literally a prequel, and you should read it. The genre is considered to be paranormal romance. What did I think of the book? It was an interesting prequel to a series. I cannot wait to dive into the actual series. Did this live up to my expectations? Yes, but it was very brief. I wish there had been more to the story. Grayon and Cadence deserve so much more time. Should you go and read this story series? Yes. Who wouldn't want to read about the underworld with demons? Okay. The Bone Witch by Rin Chupeko. What made me read this book? It's about necromancy. I love stories about necromancy. And how do I know it's about necromancy? Let me be clear, I never intended to raise my brother from his grave. Makes it a necromancy. The beast raged. It punctured the air with its bite. But the girl, fiercer. T is different from the other witches in her family. Her gift for necromancy makes her a bone witch, who are feared and ostracized in the kingdom, for theirs is a powerful elemental magic that can reach beyond the boundaries of the living and of the human. Her power comes at a price, forcing T to leave her homeland to train under the guidance of an older, wiser bone witch. There, T puts all her energy into becoming an Asha, learning to control her elemental magic and those beasts who will submit by no other force. And T must be strong, stronger than she even believes possible, because war is brewing in the 8 kingdoms. War that will threaten the sovereignty of her homeland and threaten the very survival of those she loves. Lyrical and action-packed, the start of a new fantasy series by acclaimed author Rin Chupeko will leave you. This story is part of a series called The Bone Witch. The genre is considered by teen and young adult dark fantasy. What did I think of the book? It was interesting in how the magic in the world was built, compared to all the other magical books that I've read in my life, and I've read a lot of them. Did this live up to my expectations? Yes, it did. I thoroughly enjoyed this book. Should you go and read this story / series? Yes, if you enjoy reading a different way necromancers are written about, you should. You should go read them. Last but not least is Fourth Wing by Rebecca Yarros. This heavy 500 page and some odd 500 and some odd page book. Okay. Well, it made me read this book. It's Fourth Wing. Do I need a reason? With how hyped it is? Do I need a reason? A dragon without its rider is a tragedy. A rider without their dragon is dead. 20-year-old Violet Sorrengail was supposed to enter the scribe court, living a quiet life among books and history. Now, the commanding general, also known as her tough as Talon's mother, has ordered Violet to join the hundreds of candidates that are striving to become the elite of Navarre, dragon riders. But when you're smaller than everyone else and your body is brittle, death is only a heartbeat away, because dragons don't bond to fragile humans. They incinerate them. With fewer dragons willing to bond than cadets, most would kill Violet to better their own chances of success. The rest would kill her just for being her mother's daughter, like Zayden Ryerson, the most powerful and ruthless wing leader in the Riders Quadrant. She'll need every edge her wits can give her just to see the next sunrise. Yet, with every day that passes, the war outside grows more deadly. The kingdom's protective wards are failing, and the death toll continues to rise. Even worse, Violet begins to suspect leadership is hiding a terrible secret. Friends, enemies, lovers, everyone but Basgaya's War College has an agenda. Because once you enter, there are only two ways out. Graduate or die. The story is part of a series called Imperium. There are currently 3 books out with the 4th one planned. So, I don't know when the 4th one's going to come out, because the 3rd one just came out recently. The genre is considered to be romance fantasy. What did I think of the book? It was a fantastic read, and I cannot wait to continue the story. Though it doesn't seem to be possible it'll happen this month or next month. Did this live up to my expectations? Yes, it deserves all the hype around it. It does. Should you go and read the story slash series? Yes. If you love dragons, fighting for your life, slowish burn romance, and a unique magic system and world, it was fantastic world building. With that, that's the end of my 2025 June wrap up. Non-spoiler section. Non-spoiler completely. Sorry, I don't know why I said section. And so, if you think I deserve a like, comment, or even a lovely subscription, drop it down below. I will see you next illusion.